r/ask Reddit. What invention is so good that it actually can't be improved upon? Paperclip. Last major patent was in the 1880s. On a similar note, the binder clip. Those little duckers are the source of many life hacks. Edit. Okay, I'll add mine. If you take 2 binder clips and clamp them together, you can make a holder for your phone to watch videos. The spoon is a pretty incredible invention. It can often sub as a fork or a knife, and it has a great name. Those special self-stabilizing spoons to help people with hand tremors feed themselves are pretty cool. Over-engineered for most people, but I'm happy they exist. The basic sewing needle. It really hasn't changed in thousands of years. There is no need for change. I'd argue that sewing machines are just advanced sewing needles. The Schrader valve used to inflate your bicycle tires, car tires, tractor tires, etc. was patented in 1893. It is still used in virtually every tire on the planet, and now you know its name. Jesus Christ, Marie, their tires. Plates, you can get the ones that don't smash. It's too good. Zooples. Rubber bands, they work. When I was a kid, rubber bands would last for years. Now most of them fail within a year or so. Most professional classical music instruments are already in their final stage, like piano and violin. Edit. Wording. I would argue that there have been innovations there. Someone added pickups and small speakers to a piano so players could better hear their own playing. The electric violin. The keyboard. Woodwind instruments on the other hand. I dunno. Sliced bread is pretty hard to improve on. Plus it has made life easier for pretty much anyone who enjoys bread. I present to you double cooked sliced bread. The Xlr cable. Until they can beam something directly into your head, we kind of hit a dead end for perceived sound. The simplicity of what a cable can do by allowing both AC and DC power to flow through so you can power and draw signal from a microphone. Plus the fact it's so simple to remove the noise you get from outside interference makes it even more genius. The steam turbine. It is such a useful way to convert heat into electricity that it would not be surprising to see one strapped to a fusion reactor, if one ever get built. They're already strapped to fission reactors. That's pretty good, I'd say. The wheel. What are you going to do? Make it rounder? Edit. Guys, it's a joke. I understand that the modern wheel has brakes, suspension, and requires an axle. You can stop blowing up my inbox. A knife. It can anything. Soup. Zipper. Best way to merge in traffic. I'd say nail clippers. Rich and poor people all use the same thing to clip their nails. Rich people pay poor people to clip their nails for them. Those bones they use for tanning leather. People have tried using all sorts of different materials, but bone always works best apparently. Yeah, if I remember it correctly from my college classes, those weren't created by humans. Like, what? It was a tool created by Homo erectus, I believe, but it does predate anatomically modern humans. The pocket. Girls' pants have entered the chat. Edit. The number of upvotes on this silly comment really speaks for itself. Fire cooking. We've been trying to improve it for almost 2 million years. God, I hate electric stoves. Pizza. You can change it up. You can ruin it. And you can fold it half like a crazy calzone munching madman. But you can't beat perfection. You. Thanks bro. You too. Hoodies. Cold, hoodie. Underdressed, hoodie no bra, hoodie hot, hoodie rainy, hoodie dead inside, you know it. Hoodie. Need a makeshift goalpost, hoodie. Costa and Skillet Estate, 1707. That mini trident you use to scratch your back, man, that's the best invention of human race. IDK man, the lightsaber under my mom's bed was really nice when I used it as a back massager. P-trap. A simple elegant way to prevent odor from coming into your house via sink, toilet, etc. Does cheese count as an invention? Yep, it's the final step of a specialized process. Chopsticks. Talk about consistency. It has been the same way for I have no idea how many years. Windshield wipers. My engineering professor always lectured us on how perfect the design is and how our new changes made us strictly aesthetic and don't work any better. I was going to say a shovel, but it looks like people have already said spoons. What is a spoon but a very small shovel? What is a shovel but a very large spoon? Are you asking if there's an invention that does its job so well that nothing else can do the same job better? Like how a light bulb can give off more light than a candle. But so far we haven't produced anything that emits light better than LEDs? Or are you asking if there's an invention that perfectly solves a specific problem? Like if you want to keep dry while walking in the rain, your best choice is an umbrella? Things that come to mind are AM/FM radio, it is about as efficient as it's going to get, the pencil and pencil sharpener, I don't really see how they can improve them, the match and lighter, the umbrella, the hammer, the bucket, the TV, remote, the fishing pole, the hinge, the spring. Ravioli, how else you gonna encapsulate cheese inside a noodle? Pierogi, they are a type of Polish dumpling. They are like ravioli except you pan fry them instead of putting them in sauce, and a wider variety of fillings. I'm going to go out on a limb and say a doorway. It's a portal, plain and simple. The brick. It has been made of mud, then mud with straw, then mud with clay, then finally with clay alone. That is as far as progress has taken the brick in the, guess, 8,000 years since it was invented, and it is still in use today. Someone, lost in the obscurity of ancient history, realized that you couldn't build really strong stone structures with irregularly shaped small natural stones, and hewing huge lumps of stone into regular shapes was just ridiculously hard work. That person also observed that mud that fell into a fire was left hardened when the fire died down. So they figured that if you shaped mud into regular shapes, big enough to carry one in each hand, you would have all the advantages of small irregular stones and large geometrically carved stones, but with none of the drawbacks of either. This thought must have taken a second to dawn on the inventor. The practical work to prove the concept must have taken a weekend, at most, perhaps a week or two to get the shape just right. And here we are, thousands of years later, and the damn thing has barely changed at all. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.